News time is 7 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast. Brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and the morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Before we get to news on this Thursday, let's take a quick look at some of those rainfall totals. We saw some rain showers roll through the area yesterday afternoon into the evening, even some rain down in the Decatur area, and even this morning woke up to some wind and thunder outside as some rain rolled through DeWitt County here for this morning. Right now, Clinton reporting about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, about 3/10 of an inch of rain over in the Farmer City area of DeWitt County, between 3/10 and 1/3 of an inch of rain, about 4/10 of an inch of rainfall in Lincoln, in Logan County, just north of Mount Pulaski along 54, about 6/10 of an inch of rain, a trace of an inch of rain down in the very southeast corner of Logan County, between Warrensburg and Latham, where Logan and Macon counties meet, where Logan, Macon, and Sangamon counties meet, about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall in that portion of the listening area. Bloomington normal reports ranging between 3/10 of an inch of rain just off the highway on the southwest side of the community, and 1/10 of an inch of rain in Bloomington and normal, about 1/3 of an inch of rain just outside of Leroy in the southern portion of McLean County, and about 1/10 of an inch of rain north of Bellflower along 54 in the southeast corner of McLean County from the last 24 hours. About anywhere from about 1/10 to 3/10 and 1/3 of an inch of rain in Champaign-Urbana, just about 1/10 of an inch of rain in Mahomet, 9/10 of an inch of rainfall reported in St. Joseph this morning in the eastern part of Champaign County, and just outside of Homer, about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall in the far eastern portion of Champaign County. Pontiac in Livingston County got 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. Morton in Tazewell County got an inch of rain that they are reporting here for this morning. Just outside of Edinburgh in Christian County, 1/10 of an inch of rain. Springfield and Sangamon County, 1/2 an inch of rainfall. Let's see, elsewhere in the listening area, 6/10 of an inch of rain in Fithian in Vermilion County. Danville, about 3/10 of an inch of rainfall. And Georgetown, in the southeast portion of Vermilion County, reporting 2 inches of rain from the last 24 hours. CocoRoz.org, as always, has those rainfall totals. Great interactive map. You can check it out. Find your neighborhood or other parts of the state, even the country. There's a great interactive map. Again, that is CocoRoz.org. Let's get to the news on this Thursday. The Warner Hospital Foundation is readying for its golf outing next month. On the WHOW Morning Show Wednesday, Executive Director Kurt Homan told Regional Radio the golf outing is moving up a month this year and will take place on Friday, August 9th at the Clinton Country Club.
Event date, which is a Friday, and we will do lunch from 11:30 to 12:30, and then a shotgun golf start at 12:30. In the past, it's been a beautiful afternoon, so we fully anticipate that as well. People can register up through August 1st to play golf. We'll take sponsors. We can get signs for sponsors really up to a couple days, but we can promote you a little better the sooner we have that. So we'll take sponsors up to any point. And if you wake up on August 2nd and realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to sign up to golf, reach out, because we could probably we'll still probably be able to get you in, but we're asking August 1st as a deadline. We can take individual registrations or teams of 4, and we usually have some people we need to match up, and it goes pretty well. Or sometimes people say, hey, I just want to golf by myself. If we can do that too, but the cost is $90 a person. That includes lunch and includes the cart, everything you need to play golf, or $350 a foursome. So you do save a little bit of money if you sign up as a group as well. And
sure.
Again, that includes 2 carts in that regard. Lunch is 11:30 to 12:30, and then 12:30 is the golf start time. It'll be a scramble, so we'll spread everyone out on the course, and obviously, and everybody will get going.
The foundation golf outing does not raise money for a specific effort inside the hospital. Still, Homan reminds of the importance of the foundation and being there to help Warner Hospital.
We do a couple of things, and we don't specifically earmark these funds, but I can tell you every year we supply the hospital with some needed equipment. So we did some examination tables, and they were specifically for either very obese or disabled folks or whatever it was that would make exams much more convenient. And 2 years later, those have been a real hit. Honestly, they've been a real positive for the patients at Warner Hospital. We always provide scholarships to local students that go into the medical profession as well. So sometimes those funds go to that. But this particular event, we don't specifically earmark, but they typically are being used. You know, we are spending them almost generally on equipment that comes through and scholarships, but we don't designate it before we go in. But that's ultimately where the funds go. This event will raise somewhere in the $5,000 to $6,000 range. It's not huge numbers, but it is very, very beneficial to the operation of the hospital.
For rural hospital systems like Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton, foundations like the Warner Hospital Foundation are necessary to continue to serve their communities.
Every hospital in the country has a foundation, and every foundation raises money for that hospital. And sometimes people ask, gosh, why? There's a lot of funds that come in, and I can tell you, there are, insurance pays well, the government pays through Medicare and those things. The issue is those really cover operating costs. So it's the foundation that really adds the benefits to that hospital. And the presence of a local hospital in a small community, especially, in a small community like this one, it is immense. And, you factor in, they don't have to drive 25 miles to go to the doctor. The care here is excellent, so you can get some immediate treatment. If the situation is that you need to be transferred, that can happen too, but you can be stabilized, you can be handled, everything can be handled here and as needed. So it's just, not everyone can drive 30 miles. So elderly, right. I mean, it's so important to have a local community hospital, and not to mention the economic side of it, the jobs and the economic benefits. So why do we support the hospital? That's why. So many rural hospitals around the country had shut down. There's sort of the ups and downs in that world. And the not so distant past, several rural hospitals closed. Now that hasn't been a phenomenon the last couple of years, but in the last 5 to 7 years, several have, and those communities changed drastically. So the population declines, tax base declines, other businesses close that supported the hospital. So there's a huge impact when that happens.
Reach out to Homan to get registered for the golf outing. That again comes up on August 9th. You can call him at 217-377-3174. He also encourages finding the Warner Hospital on Facebook, where a link will be posted to get registration information for that golf outing. Through the National Highway Safety Administration, July is Speed Awareness Month. Chief Rob Bross in Monticello explains Speed Awareness Month is not just for the police to give out more tickets than usual, but rather it's about community outreach and trying to get drivers to slow down. This is especially important because school will be starting again soon, and the school zone speed limits will be enforced.
July, through the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, July is Speed Awareness Month. So what we try to do, and it's not just, where we go out and write tickets, a lot of it is, community outreach, trying to get people just to kind of slow down, because obviously, like you mentioned, here in about a month, maybe even a little less for some school districts, we're going to start getting into kids going to school, and then those school speed zones are going to be in effect to keep those kiddos safe when they walk to school, ride their bike, or even when they get dropped off by, mom, dad, or grandma and grandpa.
Chief Bross reminds even if there are no flashing yellow lights, if school is in session, the school zone speed limit is in effect. He also explains how to safely navigate the roads when school buses are out.
So some of the school zones in Monticello, we do have flashing yellow lights that the state has put on them. But a lot of other districts, I think some of the smaller towns like Atwood, Bemet, DeLand, sometimes they don't have those flashing yellow lights. So the rule of thumb is whenever school's in session and children are present, those school zones are in effect. So when it drops down to 20 miles an hour, drivers need to drop down to 20 miles an hour to keep those kids safe. And that zone runs from the sign all the way to, usually there's a end of school zone sign. So from sign to sign, that speed zone's in effect. I know for Monticello, we have quite a few buses that run, I would say about 10 to 15 different routes, just depending on where they go. So whenever someone sees that school bus, if you're on a 2-lane road going in opposite directions, that's in effect for each way.
Although July may be coming to an end, safe driving is of the utmost importance in our community, especially while children are present. Ag in the Classroom is right around the corner as the new school year approaches. Jennifer Fink is the Ag Literacy Coordinator at the Macon County Farm Bureau and explains what Ag in the Classroom looks like in Macon County. She says it's not just about educating students, but teachers as well.
Here in Macon, what works best for us is actual classroom presentations. So essentially, I will market the program to area teachers in late August, early September, and we will set the presentation schedule for the entire year. Each classroom that requests me, I'll be able to go in 3 different times, 3 different topics throughout the year, once in the fall, in winter, and spring. And then we also focus on teaching the teachers, so teacher workshops, and we're actually hosting one here in our county next week for that.
Fink explains all the lesson plans align with the Illinois State Learning Standards, which help with getting the program into the schools. Once teachers see the importance of the program, it takes off and can be very beneficial for students.
Essentially, everything that we get trickled down to our county starts at the state level. So Illinois Ag in the Classroom writes a lot of our lesson plans that we utilize throughout the school year and gives us different physical materials to use and to give to the teachers. Well, every single one of those are completely aligned with the Illinois State Learning Standards. So that is a huge push when you're trying to get your foot in that door, maybe that one school that you're having a hard time to get into. But once they can see the relevance of it, why it's important for their students to understand the importance of ag in their lives and their day-to-day lives and the career opportunities available for them in the area, once they're older, once they can get our foot in that door, then we're usually in. And so we're proud to say we're in every single school district here in our county. And it's just a good feeling knowing that they think it's relevant and worth that very limited time, like you said, for visitors or things that aren't teaching to the test related, if you will.
One might think the program works differently in rural areas such as central Illinois than in more urban areas, but Fink found the notion to be false. Just because a student lives in a rural area doesn't mean they already are well-versed in ag education.
So essentially, when I came on board in the beginning, I thought I had myself a very preconceived notion of, okay, I'm going to need very different lessons for my urban schools compared to my rural schools. And it is surprisingly to see that you don't, just because the rural schools are surrounded more by cornfields, that does not mean that the students understand any more clearly than the inner city students. So that's kind of interesting, to figure that out over the years. It doesn't matter what school they're located at. They're 2, 3, maybe 4 generations removed from the farm. So there's a lot to learn for all of them across the board.
You can find out more about things like member benefits at the Macon County Farm Bureau by visiting maconcfb.org or download the Illinois Farm Bureau Member Benefits app on the Google Play and Apple App Stores. News time, 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. Back with more after this.
We value your trust in us. This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick here in Clinton. Yes, our goal is to earn your trust each and every day. That's why we have prices posted for each car, truck, and SUV, new or used, on our lot, or on our website. Currently, we have a great selection of new and used Silverados priced to move in 1,500, 2,500, or 3,500s. Come see us and all our inventory. Baum Chevrolet Buick. We want to be your trusted transportation option. BaumChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
News time, 22 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday. Again, I'm Seth Lawrence with you folks today for this expanded local newscast. The 36th annual Findlay Walleye Festival is this weekend, bringing kids activities, musical performances, and walleye sandwiches. Brian Cole is the marketing manager for Findlay's Walleye Festival and is excited for the numerous bands that will be performing through the 2 days.
Starting at 6 o'clock on Friday evening, we'll have our new dunk tank that will feature several local luminaries, including...
Yeah, maybe those names.
Oh, yeah, we've got Kyle Pierce, the Ocala Valley high school basketball coach. We've got Ross Forlines, the Ocala Valley middle school principal. Kurt Wooters, the owner of Rosie and Earl's. That'll be a popular one. Saturday, starting at 3 in the dunk tank, we have Josh Ekus, who's the chief of police. We have Kent Stodder, the Ocala Valley superintendent. That'll be a popular one.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some Rosie and Earl girls. We've got Morgan Parsons, and we've got Ashley Christensen. That'll be Saturday between 4 and 5 p.m. Saturday at 5, we've got Ronnie George, who's one of the village board. Rory Arthur, who's the owner of Tailwinds. We'll have Charlotte on Saturday at 6 p.m. And then Jessica Pope, one of the Ocala Valley.
The Walleye Festival Parade is Saturday, starting at 8:30.
Two of our bigger features are the Walleye Festival Parade, which will start Saturday morning at 10 a.m. The lineup for the parade starts at 8:30 over at the Ocala Valley Middle School, and any local residents who'd like to participate in the parade are welcome to do so. Just be there at the Ocala Valley Middle School at 8:30 in the morning. Then also on Saturday, we have our car show, which is one of the larger car shows in the area. And that starts, here at 9 a.m. That's the registration on Saturday. The show is between noon and 3 p.m. After that, we'll have our award ceremony where we hand out several trophies to the winners in different classes.
So if you've never been in a parade and you would like to be,
you're welcome to come to the middle school and join the parade.
That's fantastic.
It is.
You can get more information at lakeshelbyville.com/events/walleye. The Christian County Economic Development Corporation is sporting a new website and a new member to the team, both looking to advance the promotion of business incentives, workforce, and lifestyle that Christian County has to offer. Matt Hart is the executive director of the CCEDC, directs citizens to ChristianCountyEDC.com, where growing or prospective businesses can find information needed to jumpstart whatever project is next.
We finally have the new website up, and so I want to encourage everybody to go to ChristianCountyEDC.com. That's Christian County EDC, for Economic Development Corp. ChristianCountyEDC.com is our new website. It looks like we advanced about 20 years. Our old website was very, very old. Didn't have even any pictures on it, and of course the new website's got video on it. It's got pictures on it, but it is a when people are looking to grow their existing business, maybe they're already here, or they're looking to move their business here, the first place they turn to is they either pull out their phone or they get on their laptop or their desktop computer, and they're getting on the internet and they're gonna search.
The website includes pictures, videos, maps displaying development districts, and information for featured properties and Christian County lifestyle.
One of the biggest things, it's a clearinghouse for business incentives, because as we've talked before, in 2024, when businesses are looking to build, they're looking to expand, they're looking to do improvements, they're also asking, what are the business incentives out there? Is this property in a TIF district? Is there an enterprise zone? Is there business development district incentives? And so this new website, ChristianCountyEDC.com, is a countywide clearinghouse. We've got the TIF maps for every single tax increment financing district, TIF district, in the county. We've got Taylorville's TIF on there. We've got Pena's TIF on there. We've got Assumption's TIF on there. Stonington has a TIF. A lot of people don't know that Stonington has a TIF. So not only can you learn that these exist, but we've got the map out there, and we've got the links of how to get a hold of someone to find out information about utilizing enterprise zone benefits, TIF district benefits, business development district benefits for any community in the county. And so it is a countywide clearinghouse.
A former state rep is also the new director of communications for the CCEDC. Avery Bourne comes to Christian County, a resident of Morrisonville.
Here in Christian County, but Avery Bourne is our new director of communications, and so folks are going to be hearing more from Avery Bourne, and they're going to see a newsletter coming out for the Christian County Economic Development Corporation, which, by the way, if anybody wants access to that newsletter is going to go out to anybody. All you got to do is just ask us or go on our website and send me an email. We'll get you added to the distribution list. But yeah, we need resources in 2024 to do what economic development organizations do. And so Christian County EDC is doing some great things behind the scenes. We're doing a lot of work behind the scenes, but it's also part of our job is to communicate those pieces to the public of what we're doing, and in having things like a newsletter, being able to issue press releases.
ChristianCountyEDC.com, again, has more information. Over 100 real estate items and property will be offered, along with 11 mobile home items, through a sealed bid auction sale. It will be done in Christian County as they have completed their tax deed proceedings for delinquent properties in 2020 and mobile homes for 2021. All sealed bids must be in the Christian County Treasurer's Office in Christian County at 101 South Main Street in Taylorville no later than the close of business on August 9th. Christian County hopes the new owners will both maintain property, mobile homes, and keep taxes paid by eliminating abandoned properties. The appearance of the neighborhood should improve and the values of the properties should increase. The required minimum bid on real estate is $837 and on mobile homes $915. All items will be sold to the highest bid received on or before July 14th of this year. August 14th of this year. You can find complete bidders packets and sale catalogs at the Christian County Treasurer's Office by visiting iltaxsale.com. For further sale information, contact the Auction Sale Department of the Christian County Tax Agent's Office at 800-248-2850 or 618-656-5744. Office hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. News is brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters. We stream to Facebook and YouTube. Brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Get news anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com. A look at local sports comes your way next.